Oh, yeah. Welcome, everyone. It is Thursday. Is this Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday. The final free show of the week of the Morning Disaster. And we are here. We are here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And good morning, Steve.
Good morning, Ray.
The Creeper Steve's back. I see Skid Mark Steve is not here. Creeper Steve is here. And Nikki is almost here.
What do you mean almost here?
Until I hear you talk, I have to assume that, we have...
I'm not going to talk while you're talking.
Well, I'm just saying, we have to assume that... We have to assume that the person could be sleeping on the other end. So that's all I'm saying.
Just about.
We're here. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome one. Welcome all. We are here. This is the Morning Disaster. And good morning. It's brought to you by our friends at Recon Tex. Let's say hi to Recon Tex over at the corner of 9th and Black, or 8th and Black. They're a block long, so it's 8th and 9th. You can see them. 670-1132. Get a full detail now. Get it for the summer. Make yourself feel better. The fair's starting. The parade is tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the fair starts officially tomorrow, but it's up and going tonight.
Are they doing the free fair after the parade this year?
Well, they're giving away free.
They didn't last time.
Well, they're giving away free COVID and corn dogs. So that's what you can get tonight at the fair for free. You can get COVID or
I'll take the corn dogs.
You can get COVID or free rides, I believe, is what they're giving away tonight.
I would like to order my corn dog now, so it's hot and fresh when I'm ready.
Yeah, so that'll be starting tonight. Yeah. I
remember covered corn dogs.
Yes. Free COVID at this year's Illinois State Fair. Yummy.
Now with extra Delta.
Now including wonderful Delta. It's the 2021 Illinois State Fair.
Come see our COVID cow.
I did see I saw a thing on Facebook. There were a bunch of people saying, the fair wants to force me to get vaccinated.
What?
The fair's not forcing anyone to get vaccinated. They're saying if
the fair's not a sentient being.
Yeah, the fair says if you want to be in the track, if you want to sit in the track or stand in the track to watch any of the concert acts, okay?
Yeah.
You have to be vaccinated. That's what they're saying.
I think you have to don't also indoor spaces too.
Or you have to wear a mask.
Oh, okay.
If you're unvaccinated. And they're saying if you don't like it, we'll give you refunds. But there's a bunch of people that are pissed off about it.
Oh, get over it.
And now it's turned into a blockade. People are like, boycott the fair. And I'm like, wait a minute. So let me get this right. So you really want to go see a concert, but you're angry because
you don't want to spend
you feel they're forcing you to get vaccinated. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to spend 20 seconds to get a little shot in your arm.
Yeah, you feel like somehow that's, or they're saying you could wear a mask.
Yeah.
And so now they're like, I'm just going to you could just get seats in the actual grandstand. You don't need to, but now they're like, let's just boycott the fair altogether. I got to be honest. If I was a fair goer, and I'm not, but if I was a regular fair goer, I'd be happy for this boycott.
Yeah. More
because
room
then you're
for
like,
me.
Well, good. I don't want the unvaccinated in here anyway. You know what I mean?
Right.
Who wants the unvaccinated walking amongst, everyone else?
Germs.
Yes.
The one group of people I'm cool with segregating.
Yeah. I don't get it. Who wants boycott all way? If you're unvaccinated, boycott the fair. I 100% agree with that.
Go for it.
Yeah, but I saw that last night. By the way, they're going to approve our booster shots, dude.
I'm ready.
We're going to get approved for booster shots.
Boom.
Did you see that Moderna happens to be beating your Pfizer?
I don't know what you're talking about. You're
What
talking
do you
about
mean
my
what am I
superior.
talking about?
You're talking about my
superior
superior.
Moderna is beating your Pfizer.
Beating them how?
The longevity and strength against this Delta.
How dare you? How dare you try to insult my Pfizer? That's like insulting my person. How dare you?
I'm glad I got the Moderna. Can't wait to get the booster.
Yeah, I know that the Moderna booster. I think they're going for emergency whatever right now,
Right.
in order to make
it's
it
like
happen.
organ transplant people that have AIDS and I forgot what
Like
the third group
those that are
was.
immunosuppressed.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, all I know is the boosters will be available soon. So
Yeah.
we'll take it. I'll take that booster.
Yep. Sign me up.
The second,
I'll take it today.
the second it's available, I told you, I'll be pushing children and sick children and old people out of the damn
Out of the
line.
way.
I'll push them out of the
I'm sure you
line
will.
in order to get that booster.
I want the approval for my kid.
Right.
Oh yeah, they need to lower it. They were talking about lowering it to 8.
Yeah.
But they,
I need
I think
7.
they're working on it to 4 now.
Oh, to 4?
They're working on it.
4 and up. Yeah.
I'll push more children for that.
Yeah. So good.
My
because
3-year-old cousin has it down in Florida.
Yeah, I read these stories of kids dying down south, and it's just heartbreaking. Like, I got to be honest, when it comes to this vaccine stuff,
Yeah.
and I don't want to sound cruel, but I do agree it's a person's choice whether or not they want to get it. I think it's a moronic choice to choose not to get vaccinated. I'll be honest. That's just how I feel,
Right.
However, just like I think it's stupid to smoke cigarettes, but if somebody wants to do it,
They're going to do it.
yeah, if that's what they're going to do, I hate to say it, but whatever. And I feel this unvaccinated is, if you're that moronic, you don't get vaccinated. That's your right. However, I'll tell you, I'm not going to feel sorry for you when you get COVID. But here's the problem: is those unvaccinated are spreading it to children, and it breaks my heart. It breaks because I saw the story from Louisiana.
Your selfishness is killing children.
Yes,
How about that?
And that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, wait a minute, you are now, because you're unvaccinated, you're getting sick and you're passing it on to like 10-year-olds and 9-year-old kids, and they're dying.
Your pro-life mentality is killing children.
Yeah, it just, I don't get it. I don't get it. I can't. And a lot of times I could put myself in the shoes of the people who are choosing to do whatever it is they're doing. I have a lot of problems putting myself in the shoes of someone who's choosing to do this. I have a lot of, it's hard for me to do. I try to figure it out, but it's just, I read a story of a 10-year-old dying, and it breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart. And I saw, there was another story of a kid whose parents weren't vaccinated, and the kid was in the hospital dying. And then the unvaccinated parents were pissed off that the hospital wouldn't let them, even in the hallway to see the kid or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they were making it. Yeah, it's like if you know your kid's dying, get a fucking vaccination. I'm sorry, it's hard for me to put myself in your shoes, and and I feel so bad for the child.
Right.
And I even feel bad for the parents at that point because I just don't understand it. If it's one thing if your freedoms affect you, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when your freedom is putting everyone else in danger, I can't get behind that. I'm sorry. I just
your
can't.
freedom has consequences, and this is part of the consequences.
And the vaccine is free.
Yeah, it's free, and the vaccine's free. It doesn't cost anything. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. And then I saw that story yesterday that Rand Paul is one of the biggest senators who has been anti-vaccination. He's been the anti-vax senator. And then I saw. Did you see that? Did you see the article that came out yesterday in the Washington Post?
No.
All right. By the way, Rand Paul and his family were vaccinated months ago. I mean, months ago.
Fucking hypocrite.
But every day he's like, no, you're fine if you get COVID. Okay. Rand Paul's now being investigated. And this is why. Because when they first found out about COVID, they think he went home and told his wife. And then his wife made a sizable purchase of stock from the company that creates, and I can't think of the name of the medicine. When you get COVID, they put you on this one medicine, all right, in order to fight the COVID. And it's when you're in the hospital. His wife was one of the biggest investors to this medicine, and she did it the day after the Senate found out about COVID.
Double oop.
So I don't know how they got it. The Washington Post ran with this story yesterday. It's really, it was mind blowing, and I was just like, holy crap! How in the hell could this person be this stupid? And he's been anti-vax this whole time, and it turns out his family's profiting from it. When and then they also revealed that he and his family got vaccinated months ago, and every day he's anti-vax, and he's fighting with Fauci, and he's saying all this horrible stuff about the CDC, and he's saying these bad things about Fauci, and all this stuff.
He likes to run his mouth anyway.
Yeah, it's just
no wonder he got punched in the face.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. It's just, I mean, I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. Yeah, so I saw that yesterday, and that to me it blew my mind. But I'm like, these are the people that, that are very anti-vax and stuff, and it's just like, now to find this stuff out, it's almost like, they were wanting people to get it. Yeah, so just shocking. I read that yesterday, and I was just, my mind was blown. I just couldn't believe it. So, we try not to get political on this show, but that to me was mind blowing.
It shouldn't have to be political.
Well, no, just getting a vaccination. It shouldn't be. political at
No
all.
brainer. Yeah.
But yet you've got this guy who's in politics, and every day he has just been pushing the don't get vaccinated line. And when you're not vaccinated and you get COVID, they give you. I wish I could remember the name of what the name of the product is, but I can't. It starts with an I. I do know that. So anyway, cool. It's just shocking. Just shocking. But I read it and I'm like, and all I kept thinking was, oh my God, if Nick reads this, he's gonna blow up.
I try not to read those things anymore. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's it was crazy. It just it blew my mind. It blew my mind when I read it, and I was like, holy shit. But you know what? It won't hurt him. It won't. The people still will,
Yeah, they'll still vote for
They'll
him.
still follow him, yeah. But that's just how it goes. I mean, people don't change. They, the people who love Trump, no matter what he did, they still loved him. And the people, and by the way, and to counter, the people who love Obama and love Biden, they just, no matter what they do, they continue to love him.
No one can do any wrong.
Yeah. Remember, people loved George Bush, even when they found out the whole Iraq war was bullshit.
Yeah.
And then people loved Clinton, even when it became public that he was making an intern give him a blowjob in the Oval Office. They still loved
If
it.
anything, it probably boosted his popularity.
It was crazy. Oh well. So we should have figured this out back in the 1990s, but we didn't. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not I guess it's not shocking, but the Rand Paul stuff is mind blowing. But there you go. They're pissed at the Illinois State Fair. They want to boycott. Let's boycott the fair once again.
Good.
Once
Keep
again.
your stinky ass at home.
Yeah. Once again, you want to boycott? Fine.
Keep your stinky ass at home.
By the way, tonight the parade is moved tonight. The parade used to run down 9th Street, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then it would go to it wouldn't go all the way. Would it go all the way to Sangamon?
It had to go through the gates.
And then go left, or did they take a cut through? I don't know if they cut through, but I for some reason I think it went all the way to Sangamon, and they went through, and then eventually it turned in. But for some reason I don't remember turning into the entrance. I remember going straight across Sangamon to get into the exit, but I don't know. I got to tell you though. My feelings on the State Fair parade. That was the worst parade that I did. Back in the morning disaster.
They had deja vu people in there.
No, I'm telling you. Back in the morning disaster years, back in the years after, I was in that State Fair parade every year from
Yes.
96 to 2000, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, that was the parade where we're going up 9th Street, and we get where it becomes a neighborhood. It's all businesses at first, and eventually becomes a neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one where people this never happened during the St. Patrick's Day parade. St. Patrick's Day parade, everybody's drinking, laughing, having fun. The Christmas parade, everyone's in such a good mood. They're always happy.
Yeah,
It's
that
always
was fun.
Oh, hey, woo. Maybe they go throw some
Halloween
candy.
parade.
They might go throw some candy here, whatever. But outside of that, it's always cheers and I heard a lot of "We love you, Ray." You know what I mean? A lot of that stuff. We get in the state fair parade, and we go down 9th Street, and I might feel like a superstar. I was riding the Hummer or sitting wherever, and I feel like I see all the people, and I feel like a star. And then we get to this area, and it's always like, you're waving at people, and they go, "Put your arm down, you fat fuck."
Oh no.
And people are like, "Fuck you, Ray Lytle." And I'd be like, "Oh." And then
that's when you reach the WFMB crowd.
It was horrible, and it was always the state fair. Like I never got that from like the St. Patrick's Day parade. The St. Patrick's Day parade, they're always nice.
Yeah, because you're downtown.
Yes, and they're drinking and having fun. The Christmas parade, always nice. That state fair parade is when they go, "You fat fuck,"
It brings out the best in the state.
Because and it's always surrounded by the worst bars, so that's why you get the worst people.
You think you're funny? You're not shit. Jim the photographer was called a pedophile.
Oh no.
Yeah, but he's called that in any parade.
I want to say he was. We were in the Hummer. He was on top of the Hummer or something. And the north end of town, they start going, "You fucking pedophile!" They start screaming horrible stuff to Jim, and they were very rude. They were very rude on that side of town. So I will say that, However, this new parade, doesn't it go through the park or something? And
it starts at Lincoln Park.
Yeah, well, what the hell? Who wants to do that? And there was one year my wife had to, like where she works, they walked the parade route or something, which is just, that's crazy. Walk the parade route. I just don't get it. Yeah. So it's the parade is not what it used to be. This parade used to be one of, except for that area where we went through, everybody would scream horrible things. Except for that area, it was a pretty cool parade. Because like by the time as you got closer to the fair, it got better. You know what I mean? But there was a time when you get past the underpass on 9th Street and stuff, and then you go through those neighborhoods, I just hear horrible things, and you'd see terrible things. And you'd look at people and you'd go, "Oh, those are just not nice people." You could tell. You could, like I drive by houses, I go, "Oh, I bet there's someone locked up in that basement." I bet there's someone being held. Someone being held against their will in that house. I can feel it. But they would scream horrible things, "You're not funny. I hope you die."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, just horrible things. Like they'd say stuff to Sean Balint. All of us.
What do you do?
Well, I'm like, wait, the fact that you know who he is, lets me know that you listen to my show.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The fact that you could actually point him out, all the guy does is news on the show. And the fact that you can point him out tells me that you listen. But now you use your knowledge of the show in order to insult. Just in order to insult us better, it's kind of, it's kind of telling what kind of people you are. But the old State Fair parade, there's that one section, and they're just horribly mean. They're really mean. And they were not. I don't know what the deal was, but they were especially mean to us, to those of us on the Morning Disaster. So that's all I want to say. Except they liked. They liked Michelle and Doran. You know what I mean? They like any
Oh, of course.
Chasey when she was on the show. Like they liked any sexy woman.
Yes.
You know, they were just horrible to the rest of us. And I got to be honest, that's just it's troubling, you know. Like someone said they hoped I'd die. They were F you, fat, you know, whatever. And then the one that hurt the most when they'd say we weren't funny, and you know. And I was just like, is this really the place to do this? And you're going to the parade, and sometimes the parade would have to stop.
You're stuck there with them.
Yeah, and you're stuck. And by the way,
that's awkward.
It wasn't everybody, you know what I mean? But there was there'd be like a couple guys, and they were just screaming horrible things. And you're just smiling.
Natty Lights.
Yeah, and you're smiling and waving. Yeah, they're drinking, and you're smiling and waving. You know, because the first time I was like, there was nothing you could say. The second year, the second year we went through, and I actually, you know, talked back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's when Jimmy and I started screaming at them. We were like, "Fuck you!" Yeah. So it was like, you know, it was a screaming. It was a screaming battle with the people. You know, during the show. It was crazy. And it was that one neighborhood, though. You know, they're just so mean.
I'm sure they're not vaccinated.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know if the same people live there or what, but I'd be willing to bet that crowd was not vaccinated. There's no way. There's no way that they would be vaccinated. You know. Yeah, they were not happy people.
They're just mad that they can't ride their tractors in the state fair parade.
Like I said, they were just, you know,
drunk and obnoxious.
Yeah. Yeah, so just bad memories of that state fair parade. But now the parade's moved, and it goes through Lincoln Park, but like there's no homes over there. The best part about it was, you know, the parade would kind of go through the areas where people, you know, they would go through, you know, they would go through people or those neighborhoods, and there'd be happy people. But, you know, now it goes through the park. So people would have to leave their houses to go stand around the park. I mean, who wants to watch a parade like that? You know? And then it goes down Sangamon. And then it, you know, goes into the front gate. It just doesn't seem like much of a parade.
Mm-hmm.
Like the old State Fair parade. It was a better, you know. But I know they moved it, and they were unclear why they moved it. I'll tell you why they moved it. Because I bet those guys were really rough on politicians.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like guys running for office.
I know what they worse.
I know what they said to me, and I know what they said to Jimmy. Because I'll tell you, that crowd usually loved Jimmy, but they were terribly mean to him during the State Fair parade. And it wasn't just us they were screaming at. Like there would be, you know. There would be a county fair queens or whatever behind us, and you'd hear them yelling at them, "You fat bitch!"
Good Lord!
Like they were screaming stuff at the fair queens, the county fair queens. They were screaming stuff at the high school bands. You know,
this is why I say I'm better than most people. This is the exact reason why I say these things.
And they would scream like horrible things to like.
And this is why it's true.
The kids in band, they're like, "Oh, only queers play tuba. They're screaming out all this horribly, just vicious stuff to these poor kids, and it was just, it was that one neighborhood during the State Fair parade. I tell you, the stuff they yelled at, I couldn't even imagine if you were a politician what they'd say.
And well, in these days now, I'm more worried that a politician that goes on a parade is going to get hurt somehow.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, no, but here's the deal with that. I noticed it this week when the governor of New York resigned. Mm-hmm. Okay, when the governor of New York resigned, there's a difference. There's a difference in stuff. Like, for example, if someone that's a Democrat from the Liberal Party, they get attacked from, it's not like the 1990s when Bill Clinton, the Democrats didn't gather to get rid of Clinton after, the blowjob. Now, you look at the way that now the Democrats themselves were, we're the ones calling for him to resign. You know what I mean?
As they should.
Yeah, no, I'm not defending Governor Cuomo. I'm not defending him at all. But I'm just saying, and sometimes I got to be honest. Sometimes I react too quick. Al Franken,
got screwed.
Yeah, I still don't see what Al Franken did that made him resign. But I don't get it. He took a picture. He took pictures, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. But but these guys now, if you get out of line, I think you should resign. If you get out of line and do stuff, you should resign. But yet the other side, the Republicans didn't do it when, President Trump actually said, you got to get right on him, got to grab him by the pussy and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
No one.
People defended it.
Not even the people
their defense is that he didn't say it while he was the president.
It doesn't. I know
it doesn't matter, but that's their logic.
It showed a lack of his character. It really did.
Right.
It showed a lack of his character, but no one on the Republican side said anything. The man was being sued.
Yeah.
There were a bunch of lawsuits, and a few of them were rape charges, and they said nothing about Trump, but yet they all commented on Cuomo saying the guy needs to get out of there. And then even the Democrats even the president said, yeah, he needs to resign.
Right.
And
he wasn't even tried. He didn't, you know what I mean? It was still word of mouth.
Yeah. And what was this thing he said? He goes, hey, I'm not a pervert. I'm just Italian.
Mm-hmm.
Like to sort of say, hey, touching women, hey, it's what we Italians do.
I'm not a creeper. I'm really American.
Yeah, Steve's not a creeper.
I'm just American.
Yeah, he's
You're just American.
It's just crazy. So I'm just saying that it is two sides. Like, if a Republican does bad, all the Republicans defend them. The Democrats are all appalled. They're never just a little angry. They're appalled.
No, the Republicans are concerned. That's all they say is that, well, this is concerning, and that's it.
Yeah. When a Democrat does it, the Republicans are appalled, and the Democrats are appalled. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It always ends up in the Democrat resigning. So, I guess the bottom line is this: the Democrats need to find better candidates. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, but yeah, That's the group. That's the group where.
Well, until Cuomo did this, wasn't he like kind of working his way up there?
This came out because I'll tell you the reason it came out.
To knock him out.
Yeah, because they knew he was going to run. And by the way, I'm glad they did knock him out. Because could you imagine if it didn't come out until he was running for president? He was going to run for president.
Have done what he did.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He was going to run for president in 24.
Yeah.
However, could you imagine if this came out during the presidential election of 24? Like, say we get to 24 and Biden says, you know what? I'm 80 something years. I'm too fucking old. I'm not going to run. Then that would have made him like, he would have been the top of the ticket. Democrats don't want him to run for president. And then to have it come out like a week before,
Yeah.
Especially if Trump runs again.
Yeah. So I'm just, so I'd rather have it the way it is, but.
How can he run again if he's still president? I don't get it. I don't understand how that works. If he's already on the second term, how can he do it again?
Yeah, I did see
executive order.
I saw an interview with these Trump people who still feel that he is the president. And they think that
they were robbed.
They think Biden is an actor or something working on some kind of set made by Tyler Perry.
Made by Tyler Perry.
Yeah, it was the craziest. It was an interview with I want to say it was Q believers or something, which I don't know why anyone would take that Q serious after they revealed that Q was just a bullshit artist, you know what I mean? The whole thing's crazy. This guy was saying, and it was a woman too. They were saying that Trump is actually the president, and he's running things, and Biden is an actor who's working on a set of the White House made by Tyler Perry. You know what I mean? But Trump is still the president because they said he won the election. I'm not sure in their minds why, if the guy won the election, why it was a secret. I don't,
Why are all these Trump era policies being overturned then? If Trump is still the president, he's overturning his own.
Maybe it's just.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe he just wants. These people wanted something so bad that in their minds they just made it happen.
It's amazing how easily the human mind can snap.
Because the whole thing was, the interviewer was one of those, the interviewer definitely was a supporter of Biden's, or, and was pointing out the good things that Biden has done. And then say, well, we have record unemployment right now. Do you realize that? Do you realize that the economy is doing fantastic right now, and blah, blah, blah. And then the person was defending it, saying, well, that's because President Trump is still president. And the interview was so batshit crazy. I'm serious. It was the craziest stuff I had heard.
Well, I mean, and the other side of that coin is that you've got Mike Lindell saying, well, he's going to be put back as president in the middle of August. So you have one factor that says he's still president. The other one's saying, oh, he's just going to get, put back in there. And then
it's just crazy. It's nuts.
And, everyone's hitching their wagon to this party that's fallen apart.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's just horrible. I don't understand it. I have a lot of trouble understanding the reasons.
It's okay. It's okay if you want to be a Republican and whatnot, but it's like, come on. Let's face reality here, is that your party is nut jobs now.
Well, I have a lot of friends that are Republicans, and and they were like, okay, well, my candidate lost. I'll get ready to find another one and ramp it up. Be ready for 2024. That's how you
That's
do.
how it should be.
I mean, when Trump won the presidency, I wasn't happy. I was like, oh God, here comes 4 years of shit. And I was right. I mean, it was a very tumultuous time, a lot of arguing and and it was crazy. But the whole time I was like, well, he won, people and I was like, well, people were pissed off, and they voted against Hillary Clinton. I had to sneeze, excuse me. By the way, I did not piss or shit my pants in sneezing, Nick.
What?
It was from yesterday's show, but I did a recall of how many underwear we needed on vacation.
Well, I sent you a video, by the way.
You did? Oh, I didn't. Where'd you send it?
It's the morning disaster.
I saw it.
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
I'm sure you did.
It's excellent.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys send me. People do send messages and stuff to the morning disaster Facebook. Yeah, I never check that. I always check the.
Why?
Because I checked the Ray Lytle Facebook. Why would I check
It
the?
takes you 2 minutes
it's for
to
the
check
show.
it, Ray.
Hold on, let me see this video that Nick sent. Oh, I see.
2
Yeah,
seconds.
it's packing for. It's a woman counting her underwear. Is that what it is?
She's packing for a trip, for a 7-day trip.
Oh.
And you know how many pairs? And you know how many pairs she's packing?
No.
14.
Maybe this is the video that got everybody pissed off in the first place.
Oh, okay. It is possibly.
Yeah, I think that was the one that got it all started. By the way, not very sexy underwear.
Oh my God.
Well, I gotta be honest. I'm a fan of the thong.
Why don't you wear a thong?
Well,
How
I don't have
comfortable
to.
it is.
My wife has worn them, My wife has worn thongs.
I have too,
consistently.
and they're uncomfortable.
Our whole marriage, she's worn them.
Constantly
I
picking
love
it
it.
out of your butt.
I love it. That my wife doesn't do that. Doesn't have to pull it out of her butt.
I do.
I don't know what kind of butt you have, but
A big one.
my wife is. I've never seen my wife pull the thong out. Yeah. So, yeah. So I sneezed, but I didn't soil myself the way that,
Well, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah. The way that Nick was saying
Insinuated.
yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't put it all on me.
I'm just saying, I think a woman should wear sexy underwear. Is that wrong?
Yes.
Is that wrong? I mean, feel good about yourself. Wear some sexy underwear. You should feel good about yourself. What do you have panties that you feel sexier in than other panties, Nikki? Okay. So if you're going to go on a vacation,
And a thong is not top of the list.
I know, but whatever panties you feel sexy in, that's what you should pack. Why would you want to pack a pair of big old granny panties that you don't feel sexy in? You know what I mean?
Right.
Who wants to see those? So whatever you feel sexy in, that's what you should wear. Yeah. Fat 420. Let's see what he wrote. Ray does his Kegel exercises so he won't pee or poop his drawers. Thank you. Thank you, Fat 420. I do my Kegel exercises. Hold on, I'm doing some now.
Oh, gross.
Gotta keep it tight, Nick. Yeah, you gotta keep it tight. Wes says, Goose is still moving that chair. I don't trust that you didn't poop a little bit. I didn't poop. By the way, my wife is getting the moving truck at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Nice.
9 a.m. is when we pick up the U-Haul.
So how are you going to finagle the morning disaster?
I'm doing the show. We're doing the show live, right?
Yep.
And I've decided, and Goose and Wes and, they'll be coming over and everybody will be here. And then after my wife shows up with the U-Haul, I'm ending the show. The show will be, it's a subscriber
An hour
show.
long. Yeah.
No, it won't be an hour long. She's got to pick it up and then she'll have to drive it back. But so it might be 10 after 9:15 or whatever. Whatever time she gets back here with the truck, that's when I'm going to end the show. And then we'll start packing. Because as soon as we end the show, I got to tear all this stuff down in my office.
I thought you were going to do that last.
It is. That's the last thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
Everything else will be ready. There's literally, this house is, they've already started packing. There's boxes all, there's boxes all over the house.
Well, I'm glad she's ready.
Yeah. And then tonight there'll be even more. We've been eating on paper plates like savages all week.
Oh my God. What's wrong with eating on paper plates?
Nothing. There's nothing wrong with paper plates. But
Does
I
not
do
make you a savage.
I like giving my wife grief, making us live like savages, eating off of paper plates
like commoners.
So underballed.
Steve said, or Pete says, it's just a subscriber show. Fuck those subscribers. No, that's not my attitude at all. My attitude is, I do the best shows for subscribers. That's my attitude. My attitude is always, give more to subscribers. That's my attitude. And that's what will be, that's what will be portrayed on this show, is positive toward our subscribers. So I give them the best show possible. Like the show this afternoon, if you are a tier 3 subscriber, the Thursday afternoon show, I think it's one of our best shows of the week. I mean, this is the Thursday afternoon show is where we discovered Steve was a creeper. It's where we discovered Steve and his skid marks. It's like those are some of the best shows we had.
And if you're not a subscriber and want to become a subscriber, what time does that show start?
Around 5:30 on Thursday nights.
There you go.
Yeah, and it's fun. And then you get the subscriber show Friday and Saturday.
Yep.
I just want to point out that I could just skip the Saturday show, but no, I've contacted Infinity or Comcast. We've got everything. They're going to be setting up the internet Friday afternoon.
So they are going to do it.
Yeah, so I should have
Good.
I should have working internet by Friday night. You know what I mean? So Saturday it will be working, and I'll be in my new studio, and so we'll do the show. So I might be up all night Friday and all morning Saturday, getting it ready. But
And cussing probably.
yeah, but we'll definitely have a Saturday subscriber show.
So if you want to see a whole episode of Ray cussing, it's only $5 a month.
It's funny when he loses a shit.
It is. It's quite amusing.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never lose my shit.
This fucking internet, fucking computer.
I don't know what you're.
It's uncomfortably enjoyment.
I have never.
Especially
ever.
when he starts the show off that way.
I've never lost my mind. Never lose my shit ever.
And then at the end, he's always like, I'm starting the show over.
Yeah.
Just don't leave me alone.
Yeah. That's when Brent get his realize technical difficulties, whatever.
Yeah.
And then Sean Bullitt shows up.
Yeah,
Right.
Shambulin shows up for the last 30 seconds.
Yeah.
That's what he does. He waits till the very end, then he shows up. Yeah. Oh well. That's how it works. That's how it works. Oh well. Yeah, so it'll be a Saturday show for the tier 1 subscribers, or I guess if you're tier 1 and above, you guys will all get the show Saturday. You'll love it. By the way, tier 4 subscribers, you would have gotten the 4-part. This is coming today. Today, you're going to get the 4 parts of the final QLZ show from August 12th of 2005.
And it's worth it because you cry.
Oh, how dare.
I have to agree with that.
Why does that
The
get
finale is a bunch of bubbling tears.
You said it yourself, sir.
This is why I haven't shared that show, is because of that.
You teased it that way.
I know.
So that's all on you now.
That's why I haven't shared it. But that's your, if you're a tier 4 subscriber, that's your download today. By the way, the earlier Tuesday, people got the download of the show that it's like, I've done a lot of radio shows, right? And I mean, there have been shows where my family, maybe that there was an episode that wasn't their favorite show, but there was one show that actually made a family member super mad at me. And that was the show I released Tuesday on the tier 4 classic podcast,
And which one was
oh my God, this is a Breaking Curfew episode. It was Breaking Curfew with me and Gully and Linus, and that whole crew. And my brother Foon. I start telling the story of my brother Foon.
Don't tell the story. They should have subscribed.
Yeah. I started to tell a story about my brother Foon that is it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. I don't even know why I told it, but it was funny. And I tell this story, and then I call him. So I basically, when I call him, I reveal that this is the story I'm telling on the air. And he gets really, really pissed off. Like, he was so pissed, he didn't speak to me for months. In fact, you notice I did not put up on Facebook anything promoting this. I never said, oh, today's classic podcast for tier 4 subscribers.
Because you don't want him to know.
Because because he would be like, you were bringing it up again? So I didn't even mention it on my Facebook page, but I'm telling you, it was the only radio episode I've ever done where a family member was so pissed at me that they refused to talk to me. And it was a Breaking Curfew episode where we revealed it. And we call him, and you could tell how pissed he is when I call him. You could hear him getting pissed as I reveal that I'm revealing this. And now I look back at it and I'm like, I don't even know why I revealed this, because it's so embarrassing.
That's why you did it.
It's so embarrassing. I don't know why anyone, it's so freaking embarrassing. And that's I don't know. That's why he was upset.
No,
So-
something's wrong with the feed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look in the chat room.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just got to keep doing the show. I don't have time to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, but he was really, really upset. He was very, very upset. I mean, I don't think it's my feet. You guys got me right. You're hearing me okay?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't have a problem at all.
I mean, we're connected. You hear me?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's got to be whatever carrier they have.
Yeah. Oh boy. Now I'm sure the phone call is
Here
gonna
comes-
be.
Yeah, here
I'm
comes
sure here
Adam.
comes a phone call telling me there's something wrong as well, but I don't know. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't hear it on my end. My end seems fine.
Yeah.
Yes, hello.
No, this is listener Adam.
Oh, hi, Adam.
Yeah, Nikki called it.
Yeah, I
But
don't.
yeah, us listeners are getting multiple pauses. We're all kind of wondering if Xfinity is shutting down your internet or slowing it down now.
Yeah, I don't
Then we
know. I
wouldn't.
mean,
Then the people on the show would be having problems, and we're not
yeah,
having
but
problems.
I'm still connected to Steve and Nikki and Nick.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I'm viewing
Yeah.
it now. Everything looks fine.
Yeah. I'm connected
Yeah.
to them just fine.
I don't know. It seems to be affecting all of us on Facebook. Though.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know, the only thing
So.
I should check, but the only thing that could be affecting it on Facebook is if you know, this is we try not to get into politics, but we did get into politics for a little bit.
Yeah.
And sometimes when we get into politics, someone who has one of the beliefs of something we're making fun of,
Yeah.
they
may
get
have
all
reported
butthurt
or
and they
something like that.
report and they'll report the show.
Yeah.
And I've noticed when that happens, I don't know if it's I don't know how Facebook does. Yeah, they slow it down and whatever.
Yeah, it's
So
obviously a Facebook problem,
yeah,
Yeah.
not an internet problem.
And if you're one of the people that say reported it, you're a dick. And
yeah. Oh, by the way, and Wes is saying the YouTube feed is fine.
yeah,
Okay, I was about to say I would hop in there and find out.
Yeah,
but
and by the way,
someone's
we're also
already
on
in there.
Twitch. You could follow it on Twitch too, and Twitch is fine.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right. So yeah, Facebook got butt hurt. Yay.
yeah. It's because I'm sure it's
no,
because,
it's probably some dip ass.
yeah. Someone didn't like what we were saying about. I don't even know what the hell we said.
It's one of the hecklers from the State Fair Parade.
Yeah, somebody didn't like whatever we were saying, and you know.
Say, I didn't realize Yellow Fury was listening anymore.
Yeah, I don't know, because like here's the I'm looking at the Twitch feed on my phone. The Twitch feed's fine. You know, it seems fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
Maybe they got upset about the comment about the COVID butter cow. I don't know.
And by the way,
I'm sorry about that.
Fat 420's also checked the YouTube feed. He says YouTube feed is fine.
Okay,
You
so
need to
yeah.
put that in the chat room because everybody's not realizing it's Facebook problems.
Yeah, so it's Facebook.
Yeah.
I can't for some reason I can't type in there.
So you guys see what Fat 420 and Wes has said. YouTube is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Twitch is fine as well, guys. So if you don't like whatever's happening on Facebook, switch over to YouTube or Twitch. You'll hear it, you know. You'll hear it fine.
Yeah. We should probably put that in the
Put the
chat
link
room
out
for
there.
Facebook then.
Fat 420 just you know.
Put the
Fat
link out
420
there.
DC's now watching on YouTube. So I see the people that are getting on YouTube because the YouTube I see now the YouTube chat room is starting to fill up. So there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, because Facebook's starting to discriminate and segregate.
Well, I don't know, but I'm just saying I'm just saying, at times past when this has happened, in times past, it has been the same time when someone has reported, like they reported something that we said was not appropriate,
Yeah.
So I don't know. But there's no angry face. I haven't seen that we've gotten any angry faces or anything. So
It'd have to be someone who just was listening and not commenting at all. Maybe came in incognito or something.
And then got pissed because of,
Probably fucking TJ.
Yeah, TJ showed up right when it happened.
Who do you think it was, Steve?
TJ.
You think it was? Why would TJ be?
I don't know.
Is TJ anti-vax now?
I'm sure he is. His show is.
But I know his show is, but I mean, I know he himself got
vaccinated. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, TJ took the Johnson, didn't he?
Yeah.
No, he says he got the Pfizer.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. But I doubt it. I highly doubt that.
Yeah.
But you're right. His show has been very anti-vax.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
The whole talk about being vaccinated and being able to go to.
But I doubt that TJ is somehow responsible for our Facebook feed being slowed down.
Yeah. I don't think TJ would do that.
Fucking Jason.
Yeah, he's not here.
Yeah, where's he at?
Yeah, all else fails. Yeah, we could blame Jason.
So you guys have come to the conclusion that it's fucking Jason doing it.
It's fucking Jason because the Facebook feed is slow as the U.S. mail, so it's Jason's fault.
Hey, it's all the more reason to call Jason Sugar Tits this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sugar Tits Jason ruined everything.
Like what Wes says, he goes, maybe it was the part where you guys said "fuck you, fat bitch" or whatever. Yeah, that could have been it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That might have been it.
Yeah, you can't do stuff like that on Facebook. It'll get you banned.
And Brent,
if you type it, yeah, you can get banned. But I didn't realize it through the feed.
Yeah. No, they've never banned us for anything we've said before. So.
Yeah.
Unless someone.
But if I typed it out, I'm willing to bet I'd get flagged for it.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, Brent says Ray didn't pick up my phone call. It's because I'm on the phone with Adam, so I can only, there's no
one phone call at a time, Brent.
Yeah.
Hold your horses.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I'm taking up Ray's sweet time, Brent.
Yeah, and we know what you're going to say anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, here. Hello, you're on.
Ray Lido's technical difficulties.
Yeah,
See, there was the call.
I knew he was going to do that.
I missed nothing. I missed nothing by not taking that call.
Yeah.
By the way, I got a note from Rocky. Rocky sent me a note a little bit ago saying that Terry was going to swing by my house today.
Aww.
He said Terry was going to swing by and drop some stuff off, like like a bunch of old shows and tapes that Rocky had dubbed and stuff. And I said, "Oh, cool! I'm looking forward to seeing him." And then he sent me nothing but to say Terry just came by and he dropped it all off near your front door.
Oh no!
And I'm like, well, shit! I was hoping to see him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ray got all excited about Terry giving him his package.
Yeah. Well, I like Terry. I hadn't seen Terry. Last time I'd seen Terry.
He's a very sweet man.
I can't remember last time I saw him in person. But I love Terry. I love Rocky. They're two of my favorite people.
Yeah. At least he didn't try to leave his package at your back door.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
He left it at the front door. I appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah, and Pete says he dropped it off just in time to give you more shit to move. Yeah.
What do you mean? We all know that Ray's not moving anything. He's a supervisor in that situation.
Yes, he
Brent
is.
says.
He
Brent
will,
says.
he will encourage people to move stuff.
Brent says everyone knows I am more important than Adam. I don't know he is on the line because of the lagging. Oh yeah, well, yeah. Because of Facebook, maybe he didn't know we were taking a call.
It's like last I checked, I was tier 5 and I was one of the most important listeners, or one of the most valued listeners.
Every subscriber show, I always call Adam my favorite listener. By the way, speaking of TJ, what TJ has me say during the subscriber shows is downright wrong.
Yeah.
Every subscriber show. Have you heard the subscriber show, Nikki? Have you heard any of the subscriber shows?
Not the ones that I haven't been on.
All right. Every subscriber show, I have to thank TJ for his big girthy penis.
Oh, Jesus.
And admit that his
and talk about how his
than
penis
yours.
is bigger and girthier than mine. Thank you, TJ. That was thank you so much for paying to have me say that. It's
That's
very
awesome.
nice of you.
Now, I want to be clear about what you say about me, Ray. I didn't tell you to say that.
No. But everybody
You chose to say that.
Yeah.
Everyone else may have said something that
Everybody
they
else
wanted you to say
give me
about
what
him.
you want me to say, and I say it. Yeah.
Yep. But I didn't.
TJ
And
chose
you
to have
chose
me
that.
read. TJ chose to have me read how his penis is much bigger and girthier than mine. Thank you, TJ.
And see, what he neglects to add is that his penis is kept in a box beside the bed, like in his end table, and he may use it on himself
That's not
occasionally.
me saying that. That is Adam saying that. I read what was written for me during the tier 5 shows.
I just assume what is left out. I try to read in love.
That's what I do. I'm very
So,
proper.
Ray did not say that. The views of Adam are not those
Thank
that
you.
are reflected by Ray Lytle or the Morning Disaster.
Thank you.
That's
They
a
are my
legal
own.
disclaimer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
So if your butt hurt, well, either talk to me about it or maybe you should feel convicted because it's true. I don't know.
let me take a break so I can play a couple commercials, and then I have to play the commercials, and I have to read one of the commercials.
Brent
you know
said
what I
he
mean.
left a message for you.
Oh, you left a message for me, Brett?
I wonder what it says.
I want.
He wants you to
I bet you
record
it's 4
his
words in a
voicemail.
musical type tone.
I wonder if the message,
Has anything to do with technical difficulties?
has anything to do with this show having technical difficulties.
And it's not even your fault. It's Facebook.
And I don't,
Or the listener who reported.
and by the way, I don't see any message from Brent. I see the missed phone call at 9:04, but I have not gotten the voicemail yet.
I guess his call wasn't important enough to leave a message.
Yeah. Here's the last voicemail we got.
Hey guys, it's listener Adam. I just had an idea. Maybe do the Never Have I Ever show as a Patreon show.
So there you go.
See you
There's
guys back in
another.
the chat
There's
room.
So I
So
heard.
see, you got me in stereo.
Yeah, I heard-
Congratulations.
I heard Adam on the.
One Adam to rule them all.
And I just got a note. I got a note from the program that we use to send the show to Facebook. Sent me a note saying, "Hey, we are having trouble sharing to Facebook. This may be an issue on Facebook's end."
Oh, okay.
Is it possible the stream was ended or deleted on Facebook? We'll keep trying and let you know if it is resolved. Please check Facebook to ensure this stream looks okay. If this continues for a while, try creating a new broadcast or just remove the destination from the broadcast and then re-add it. So yeah, that's the message they sent me on the streamer. But you checked it,
On
right, Nick?
Facebook?
Nick checked it and said it looked fine. You know.
Well, on StreamYard, yes. I didn't check Facebook, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it says our live video on Facebook is ended now.
No. There you go.
Well, hold on.
Way to go, Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says it ended. It was live.
Well,
We're
not
being
anymore.
put in Facebook jail.
yeah. So everyone's listening to the show now on either YouTube
Or Twitch.
or Twitch. Of which, by the way, I got to tell you, I don't know if you spend any time on Twitch. The best video feed is on Twitch. It seriously
it's
is.
the
I
gamers.
mean,
It's got to have better video.
I tell you, it looks amazing. Like of all the places we send the feed, Twitch looks the best. I mean, it truly does. So there you go. I just thought I'd get that out there. About, which one looks the best.
Yeah. It's like, well, I hope the douchey listener that reported you is having a good day.
I don't know if anyone's. I don't know if it looks like just Facebook had a problem. I think it was just a problem on Facebook's end.
Don't ruin it for me.
Yeah.
So Facebook is being douchey then.
Yeah, I don't think that it was.
Multi-billion-dollar company can't get it together. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
I just think it was on Facebook's end. And I don't know, I don't know what their problem is. Oh, well. Oh, well.
Yeah, we can still blame Sugar Tits Jason.
Yeah, it's probably Jason's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I wish I knew what the problem was, guys, but
It's all right.
I don't. I don't remember. I don't know how to fix it.
It wasn't
What do
your
you-
fault to fix.
Yeah.
What do you
Well-
expect for free?
Yeah, it is. It is. It doesn't cost anything to put the feed up on Facebook, so it doesn't cost anything. This is what you get for free. Free service.
This is why I strongly encourage people subscribe so that they can receive better service and get the entertainment they deserve and need.
I think I'm gonna. Should I remove the Facebook feed or?
Well, it said that it ended.
Yeah, I know, but so I'm trying to.
Free quality entertainment.
I mean, I don't even know how to. I don't.
Can you
even,
put the YouTube link up on Facebook?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I should.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just share. I'll share the YouTube feed to Facebook. Thank you. Thank you, Nikki.
That's a
You're
good
welcome.
idea, Nikki.
I come up with them every now and then.
Yeah.
I probably should just every day just do the YouTube feed.
I say if we're all on YouTube, there's not really any restrictions to keep people from saying things
yeah.
as much as on Facebook.
Yeah, and I just put it up so it says we're still live, and I put the YouTube link on Facebook So, but I'll tell you, of the places we stream the show to, the one that looks the best is the Twitch feed. I highly recommend that feed. And it's also the quickest. I mean, the Twitch is like, of all the feeds, like the one that's quickest in getting it. Literally, Twitch is the fastest. So that's what I.
So can people donate to the Morning Disaster office off of Twitch?
I'm not sure. I'm still unclear on how Twitch works. I'm not, they run the feed, but I'm sure there are. I don't know how all of it works, to be honest. Yeah, still trying to figure all that stuff out.
Like everything else, we'll learn over time, right?
Yeah. And Brent says Nikki got an idea that Fat 420 came up with 20 minutes
I didn't
ago.
see it, so.
Oh joy! All I know is
Shut up, Brett.
All I know is the rest of us.
He's a troublemaker.
Yeah. All right. Let me. I gotta get the commercials in. So hold on.
Make sure you check out
Hold on. I gotta.
app on iPhone.
It would help if I had the volume up correctly.
Make sure you check out the Morning Disaster app on iPhone and Android. You'll find the app in Google Play and the iPhone App Store. The app is brought to you by Recontex. It's time for you to get detail-oriented. They can clean your car inside and out, and consider this a tsunami warning. If you don't get a fresh coat of tsunami from Recontex, your car is going to look old and tired. Call 670-1132, 670-1132, and schedule your detail today. Recontex, 820 East Black Avenue, Springfield.
Listen, studies have shown if you want a good life, then you got to get a good sleep. I'm telling you, you can't fully seize the day if you don't get a good sleep at night. And so many people go through life having shitty sleeps that they're not getting the most out of it. If you have nights where you don't get good sleep, I want you to take this under consideration. Like a good house, good sleep requires a good foundation. Your bed. And since you're supposed to spend a third of your life sleeping, why not get a good bed? Come to the team that focuses on one thing, where you lay your head at night. And it's in their name, Just Beds. Just Beds has been local and in Springfield since 1996. They have been helping Springfield and Central Illinois with the quest for better sleep. They now offer 46 models from names like Beauty Rest, Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, and My Mattress, a Bemco. You can get 6 months, no interest financing, and they have monthly specials with always great new deals. And like I said, they are locally owned. They're not shipping you mattresses rolled up and coming in your mailbox. No, when you buy a mattress from Just Beds, they do free delivery to your home. The guys come into your house with it, set up the bed. They set up the bed, and they even take your old one. And they take care of you all the time. It's Just Beds. So come in and see Brian, Jerry, Don, or Steve at Just Beds at 3120 Montvale Drive. Go to justbedsinc.com or call 698-6179. It's Just Beds. So thank you, Just Beds. And by the way, they are our newest subscriber, and we love them and appreciate them for being on the show. Speaking of subscribers, I put on Facebook yesterday, I'm looking for a restaurant I want to add a dine-in restaurant to our advertisers. You know,
Of course, they're going to need to give you a sample so that you're not promoting something that you may not
well,
like.
yeah, I want it to be a
right?
place that I actually like, you know, because I won't, I'll just turn them down. If it's a place I don't go to, I don't want to, you know, advertise them, but at least I wanted to start the dialogue. But here's the reason why. The reason why is I wanted to have our morning disaster dinner that I've been talking about. The one where Steve has to bring a date in order to go. And so I want to make sure that we do that, you know? And that's why, you know, I'm pushing why it's so important to get a restaurant. Like by the way, I also want an oil change place just because I think we should have I think we should advertise an oil change because I try to focus on number one, it's got to be businesses that I use, you know, like Just Beds. I sleep in a Just Beds bed every single night. So I would never promote beds from some other place because that's not what I use. You know, I want it to be a place like Fit Club. We advertise Fit Club. I go to Fit Club every day. Hendrix. I sit in a recliner from Hendrix. In fact, I'm getting a new recliner from Hendrix next week or whenever. I'm getting a new one. You know what I mean? So this is the stuff that we advertise. I only advertise products that I use. So that's why I put out there, hey, if there's a like core installation, I'm getting a desk from them that will be in my new studio. I'm having Corey find a console or a desk that's a console so that that's where I could put in my studio. So I only get places that I use as advertisers on the show. So that's why I said, hey, if anybody wants to, but I don't want to force anyone to advertise. I want, you know, I definitely want
some ideas.
Yeah. And I definitely want I want a place that has, you know, we have Head West, but Head West isn't a restaurant like what I'm talking about. It's a great lunch place, but it's not a place
where a nice sit down dinner place.
It's not a place where I'm going to bring in a bunch of people and sit down and have a nice dinner. No. And Wes says it's definitely not the proposition of free food. No, it's not. No, it's not going to be free. It's not going to be free. We're going to pay for it. I just want a good location. And I want it to be someplace that sponsors us. So that's what I'm looking for. So if you're a restaurant that I've been to and you know I like, and you have sitting to where a group of us could come into your restaurant and everybody's paying, you know, then I want you to get hold of me so I can get you set up. Because that's who's gonna, you know, that's what we're gonna use is whoever advertises on the show. And it's got to be a place that has sit down service, you know.
No booze.
Sit down.
Yeah. Shit down.
I love me a good restaurant that has a great shit down service.
Like I said, sit down service.
Oh.
No, it's important to have shit down service for Steve.
Well, my wife likes Nick's wife. You know what I mean? They were speaking at that game. You know, I know Nick is not eating because he's on his weight loss.
I'll eat.
He's too good to eat like the rest of us.
Whatever.
But I know the rest of us are eating. And I know that Steve has to bring a date.
I noticed that Nikki keeps laughing at that. Like she's still in the running. I think Steve's past her now.
Yeah. So Steve, you will not be asking. You won't be asking Nikki to be your date at this dinner?
I would.
Or have you eliminated her from your list of potentials?
Yeah, because I personally feel that maybe Steve is too good for Nikki.
Yeah.
Oh,
We know who's too good for Nikki. And by the way, Brett says Ray's wife likes Nick's wife, but does not like Nick. No, my wife loves Nick.
That's usually the case, though,
My wife loves Nick.
and that's okay.
In fact, my wife commenting on Nick's weight loss is troubling to me.
Ray's wife doesn't like me.
Yeah.
She like what she sees?
I have no idea what she likes or doesn't like. I know that.
So
No.
Ray likes fat Nick.
Fat 420.
D likes fit Nick.
That's what he said. Can you make sure there's a drain in the bathroom? Or see if I can get to the mop closet so I can relieve this.
Oh my God.
Oh, gross.
Gross.
Goddamn fat 420.
I'm
Yeah.
sure they have a dishwashing tub in the back that he can squat on
Brent
if
says
need be.
Brent says Nikki will ask me to go with her, but I will have to decline. Yeah, so I want to have a place where we can all go out to dinner, and But Sean Bolin brought up to me the other day and says, "Hey, or I guess yesterday, this dinner you're talking about, what is that?" And I go, "Oh, it's just a couple's dinner where a bunch of us are gonna get together and listeners and host and co-host, whatever, and we're just gonna have a good conversation. Couples dinner, what's that?" I said, "Well,
What do you mean, what's that?
it'll have to be. Was it the dinner where you'd bring a date or make yourself a part of a couple?"
You're excluding him from food. Come on.
Well, let's face it. That's why I created it. I created the whole dinner so that we can rub in Sean's face that he's not part of a couple.
It's like, listen, Sean has a hard time finding a date, but maybe Sandy will have an easier time.
Maybe Nikki will be Sean's date.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
if Sean
not.
Maybe if Sean
But
asked Nikki.
I'm thinking Skidmark can ask Sandy.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, he said he wasn't gonna ask Sandy.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I don't care if you want to ask a transgender, I'm fine with that. I have no opinion on who you should go with. You can I don't care what the person's gender is that you go with.
About age.
I don't care about
What?
age either. No.
Yes, we do.
We do?
Yes.
What was there is there
Above the age of 18.
Oh yeah, I don't want someone too young,
Mm.
They need to be legal.
Yeah. Like I don't want you
Yeah.
going to I don't want you going to Milliken and finding somebody. I'll make that clear. No, but so I started the process by asking for a restaurant. Who wants to be the place where we go to. That's what it was. So is there anybody that you'd go with, Nikki?
That I could go with?
Is there anyone that you would go with to the dinner?
Not from the show.
No listener either. Not even.
I don't know. Maybe they listen sometimes.
Well, who are you? Are you picking people out, or what do you got?
I'm
You
not
got
telling you.
You got someone
You'll have to wait
in
till that
mind?
night.
You got someone in
Yeah.
mind? Really?
Sure.
Really? All right.
I'm sorry, Nikki. I can't go with you. I'm married.
Oh my God.
Huh.
I know my Facebook profile pic looks nice. I can't go with you. My wife would be seriously pissed off.
By the way, Pete says Nikki and Steve. He said Sandy should be the waffle stomper.
Sandy, and Fat
Oh,
420.
Brent.
I'll tell Sean that he can go with Fat 420. I'm sure that. I'm sure
Sean
Fat
doesn't get an invitation, but Sandy does.
I'm sure Fat 420 is not gonna allow that.
As long as Fat 420 pays, I'm sure Sean will go.
Fat 420 should go with Nikki. Nikki'd like
Oh,
that.
Lord.
I mean, you want to
You know, since Nikki's been at the swinger things, she could go with Fat 420 and Steve.
Yeah. Yeah, see?
Oh, my
That's
God.
not really a swinger thing, though.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if dinner is a swinger event.
Not the event itself, just the fact that going with two guys is not a swinger thing.
Yeah. What
I guess
You go with one guy and then you find others.
Yeah,
Then you find couples.
Right.
You don't take two.
Okay, so it's,
you don't
so
take
it's more
two
of an
dates.
interview process than to see
You
who
don't
she
take
actually
two
goes
dates
home
to
with.
dinner because then you have to pay for 2 dates. Why would you? That's stupid.
I'm not paying for nothing.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just in general. You would not take 2 dates to dinner.
My date will pay for it.
Oh, really? Old fashioned, huh?
Mm-hmm.
She's very modern until it comes to paying for anything.
Equal rights
Yeah.
until the bill comes.
Yeah, bill comes. Not so much equality when the bill comes.
Yeah.
Oh well. Now we're learning.
She wants to be paid the same, but she doesn't want to pay the same.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Adam.
Yep, no problem.
Start moving towards wrapping
It's
it up.
9:35.
Yeah. This is my last workout of the week. You know, because tomorrow we're moving, so I won't be able to work out.
That'll be a workout if you actually help.
Yeah, but how am I gonna what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I don't even have a wheelchair. And I can't walk.
Supervise.
I mean, of course I'll supervise. You want me to crawl around? I'm not gonna,
And stay out of Dee's way.
You're already you're worse than my mother. You really are. Like I talked to my mom this week, you guys. While I'm talking to her, she starts pointing out how I embarrass my wife and daughter.
What?
Yeah, she says that I embarrass my wife and daughter with my inability to walk.
Wow.
Well, that's really encouraging.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Wow.
and I'm thinking to myself, who says this? Who would say that to their own child? My mother would.
My mother would.
It's just, it was so mean.
My mother-in-law would.
I was blown away by the fact that she would say this. Just horrible. Like it's like, are there people out there that feel that I like the fact that I can't walk? Is that what it is?
No.
Because I just want to be clear.
She's giving you some tough love.
Well, I want to be clear. I don't like. It's not something I want. Or
It's not like you go around. It's not like you go around your house going, "Man, I'm so glad I can't walk right now."
Yeah.
Do.
I mean, what is wrong? I couldn't believe it. And then talked about how I'm embarrassing them. Oh God!
Oh, boy, my mom has said it to me before.
Oh, they must
I'm so
be
embarrassed. I can outwork you, and I'm 80 years old.
It must be so embarrassing for them. I'm like, oh, yeah, like, oh,
Look
thanks.
at Brent.
I'm like, I don't get people's rudeness. I don't get why they think I'm fine with, I just don't understand. I don't understand it. Yeah. It makes me want to get myself better and walk the hell away from them.
Yep.
The people who say shit like that. It just makes me crazy. Oh well.
So how did you respond to her?
No, didn't say anything. No. I just listened to her and then thanked her for the phone call.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Love you too, Mom.
Yeah. What am I supposed to say?
Say, I'm going to start walking and come over there.
I mean, my mom's 70 some odd years old, you know. At some point you get past
Yeah, you
At
do.
some point you get old, you get past the point of being embarrassed for things you say, obviously.
I think after they hit 65, they're allowed to say anything that comes in their mind.
Well, I definitely feel they can.
There's no
And
filter.
sometimes it's offensive, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they just excuse themselves and, you know, go about their business. But I'm telling you, it's wrong to, you know. It already bothers me that my wife is bothered by, you know. I mean, don't you think it bothers me that it's just like my wife and daughter? They don't see why I'm upset or why I get upset that they say, well, you will not be allowed to use that bathroom. I mean, it's kind of offensive. You know, when you say
I
shit
think
like
you're
that.
reading too much into it.
I'm just
Exactly.
I'm saying.
'Cause if they didn't love you, they wouldn't still be there.
Yeah. I wonder if I'm not still here because maybe some deep down part of me enjoys being insulted all the time. Maybe
I think that's
what's
mine
going
too.
on. Yeah. Oh well. But tomorrow's a big move. So tonight is the last night to pack up things in boxes. And then
Are you going to be doing that during the subscriber show?
no, during subscriber show, I'm just doing show. I'm in full show mode at that point, baby. That's right. Full show mode. So I'm professional. And then it get back to boxing stuff up. And then tomorrow we wake up, do the subscriber show, which will be fantastic, I hope. And then whenever the truck gets here, myself, Goose, and Wes.
Is TJ coming?
I have no idea. I haven't talked to TJ. Last time I
was
talked to
in
him,
the chat room for a little bit.
Last time I talked to him, he said he's going to be here.
Yeah.
But I know he's got a big girthy penis. Perhaps that big girthy penis can lift a few boxes. So then as soon as the show's over, I'm going to start tearing down the office. And while the guys are bringing stuff out, and then I'll have my office ready to go as well, because the first thing I'm setting up is going to be my studio at home.
Mm-hmm.
I got to set that up. So, yeah. It's going to be a trip. So I could do a show on Saturday.
Have you seen the new house yet?
No,
person?
I've never seen it. No. I've not even seen the new house. I'm just hoping, I'm just hoping I like it.
You will.
You don't have much choice.
Yeah. I know I better fit in the bathroom.
You will.
I just, that's what I hope.
If you don't like it, I have a free bed over here.
I don't want to live in some town that doesn't even have internet. Where do you live, Steve?
Certain parts of town, not all of town.
Steve lives in some white trash borough that doesn't even have internet. Where do you live, Steve?
Orietta.
I don't even know where Oriana is.
Right outside Decatur.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Does not sound like any place I'd be happy. I mean, I'm sure if there was nowhere, Steve, if there's nowhere else for me to go, then yes. And there's a bathroom I fit in, then yes.
Yeah, I fit in it.
Yeah.
And I won't even complain about the skid marks on the toilet stool.
Oh,
Oh, Lord. On that note,
I don't put skid marks on anything.
No, you said your wife got mad at you for doing
I
that.
don't know why she got mad at me. I thought she was crazy. That's what I thought. I really did. All right, we got to wrap it up. Thank you so much for listening. Wes says, I live on the outskirts of Decatur. Sounds like the end of my will to live. Thank you, Wes. Yeah. All right, thank you for listening, everybody. We will be back. We'll be back tomorrow with a subscriber show starting at 8 o'clock. However, tier 3 listeners, you'll have a special subscriber show tonight around 5:30. So definitely tune back in. And tier 4 subscribers, you get the classic podcast of the final QLZ show today. It's 4 parts. And it starts coming out, I think, around noon or so. And I have no idea what the Daily Disaster is, but it's a good one as well. So thank you for listening. We're back tomorrow. So long, everybody.